Hello, friends. Welcome to our Meet the Planners call. I'm so excited to see so many of your beautiful faces. Thanks for hanging out with us. We are going to have a good time tonight. So, in the chat box, tell me where you're from and if you have used the S.O.S planner before or if this may be your first time. Let me know. Yes, it is quite the crowd. We're very excited that you're all here. Hi, Janet. All right. Okay, here we go. Now I can see your names. Sandy, hello. Renee, Denise, hello. Jen used it for 5 years. You're an original S.O.S planner user. When it used to be called the Organized Life Planner. All right, Elaine, Julie, Sarah, hi, you guys. I'm so glad you're here. I am, there we go. Now I can just see your chat. Okay, all right. I was going to save our very special fun announcement for the end of the call, but my plan was foiled. So I'll just tell you now. I was going to let you all know that since you are here on the call, we are going to release the planners to you a little bit early and drop the link for you guys to buy them right now. I was going to say it at the end of the call, but then today, maybe yesterday, I got a notification on Teachable that said, Teachable is going to be down for 30 minutes from, a certain time to a certain time, which should be at the end of our call. So I'm going to drop the link for you right now. I'll put it in the chat and feel free to take advantage of the early release just for you guys. I'm still obviously going to talk all about the planner tonight, but if you can't get into Teachable, give it 30 minutes and then log in again because it's going to be down for maintenance for 30 minutes tonight. I don't know exactly when, but of course it's tonight, of course. So all right, so the link is in the chat. You can use it to shop, to take a look. But right now we're going to dive right in. So we have beautiful brand new planners for 2023. They are completely redesigned. So if this is your first time with us, no problem. You won't know the difference. But if you have used our planners before, you're going to be so excited because the color in these ones is it's gorgeous, you guys. It makes you happy just to open it up and look at it. So I want to talk you through the new design a little bit as we get started tonight. So what our planners always include is yearly prep, quarterly prep, and monthly prep. And this year that has gotten a complete overhaul. I have streamlined it to make it a little bit more, it's a little more in-depth, but gives you a stronger focus by the end of it. So our yearly prep pages start with our reflect and refresh pages where we reflect on the previous year and then we look to the year ahead and try and kind of narrow down what our focus is going to be for the year ahead. One of the main purposes behind our planner is to build in that reflection time for you so that we're not just jumping from one thing to the next, but instead we are really stopping to take account of like what's going well, what needs improvement, how are things going, how am I doing, how's my family doing, all throughout the year. We want to continue coming back to those important questions. By the way, if you, excuse me, if you have any questions tonight while I'm talking, drop them in the chat and Allison is going to get them to me and I will answer all of your questions at the end. All right, so on our reflect page, we have questions like, what went really well last year? What was challenging last year? Take an assessment of your physical, mental, and spiritual health. What are the roles that you're filling in your life right now? And then as we look to the year ahead, What do you know needs to change in the next year? What are you going to say yes to? What are you going to say no to? And then we'll narrow it down to a focus. All right. Then our focus page looks like this. You can keep it in your planner, or you can tear it out and post it somewhere in your office or around your house. We also have a bucket list for this year where you can write down all the things that you want to do on your own as a family, that sort of thing. But then we get into our goal setting pages. These guys are brand new. This is a brain dump page, and you can see some of the pages are already filled out in mine as a sample. This is not my actual planner. This is my sample planner. But the different categories are physical wellness, mental wellness, relationships, fun, finances. And then the last one is work or personal. You get to pick what it is. So you have a space to brain dump all of your goals and decide if it's a project goal or a habit goal, and then what quarter you might want to work on it in. And then you get a chance to actually plan out your goals by quarter. Now, this again is yearly prep. We're taking a big picture view at the year. All right. And then we break those goals down even more in our quarterly prep and in our monthly prep. So that's one thing that we have improved this year, is that everything, we go from that like big picture, big funnel view down to the little details in the monthly, weekly, and daily. So the planner is designed to help you break down those big goals into actual achievable action steps at each stage of the process. All right, following that, we've got this overview of the year. You have all the dates over here, and then room to fill in, important dates, birthdays, anniversaries, holidays, trips, things like that for the whole year at once. Then we have a brand new section. This is your ideal schedules section. All right. In this section, you have a space to write out some ideas for a morning routine and an evening routine and kind of nail that down. Again, also, since the planner is a printable planner, you can print these off as often as you want, maybe switch it up by quarter or by month and have those in your planner as worksheets that help you nail down the morning and evening routines that work for you. You can also write out your ideal day and your ideal week, and again, print them off as often as you'd like. And that wraps up our yearly prep. So we take a look at the year behind us and look to the year ahead. We find our focus. We anchor that focus in God's word. And then we look at goal setting. We look at what our schedules are going to be like, and we look at our routines. That is all included in the yearly prep. Then we get into the actual planner itself. All right. So every month you get a 2-page spread of the calendar. We also have a 1-page spread if you prefer that. That's totally up to you. You can switch them out, easy peasy. Then the monthly prep includes our monthly meals, where you just get to write down ideas for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks for the entire month. Then this is one of my favorite pages, our home and heart page. What this page does is it helps you kind of hone in on what is most important in your home, and then in your relationships for the month ahead. So a place to write down projects, a chore schedule for the month, a place to help you think through how you're going to plan out your own rest this month. Something that we encourage you to do all throughout the planner is make that time for rest, for margin, so that you don't burn yourself all the way out at both, burning the candle at both ends. How we are totally, well, that seems to be the way women are bent a little bit, right? And so we have to be encouraged and reminded to take that time to rest. Then at the bottom, we have a connect section, which is just a place for you to jot down ideas for you to connect with your family, your friends, all throughout the month ahead. Then at the end of that monthly prep section, we have our brand new monthly goal setting section. And this actually helps us set goals and find our focus for the month ahead. So you'll see that it's that larger picture of prep work that we saw in the yearly planner, but this now is the yearly prep. This now is broken down for the monthly levels. All right. So each month you do a smaller version of that reflect and refresh process. How did last month go? What do I need to focus on this month? That sort of thing. And then we have a space for you to write out your project goals and your habit goals for the month. Our anchored goal setting process teaches you how to set project goals and habit goals and focus on one per month. So you get all of those things each month inside the planner. We also have, I'm going to flip to the spring section. We also have quarterly refreshes scattered throughout the planner, one for each season. All right, so you'll see this one is for spring. And inside that spring section, it just gives you a little extra time to stop and kind of take stock every 90 days of how things are going. Again, we have a quarterly take on the reflect and refresh process, resetting ourselves for what our focus needs to be for the next 90 days. We have a goal setting page where you get to map out your goals for the next 90 days. And then this is a brand new page. We've never had this before, but I'm kind of in love with it. This is your spring plans page. So again, you have one of these for every season, but it asks you some questions about the season ahead. What do you love about spring? What events and activities are you looking forward to in this season? What projects do you hope to work on in this season? And what do you need to do to prepare your home for this season? So it gives you just some space to think through those things that often get overlooked when we're rushing from one season into the next. Following that, you have a space to write out your spring meals for that season. A lot of us alternate between a seasonal meal plan and a monthly meal plan. And so that's built into the planner. No matter how you want to plan your meals, you've got both options. All right, that's all the prep work. Any questions so far before I head into the 13 different weekly layouts that we have this year? Let's see. All right, I'm trying to find your questions. Okay, Sue says, how long do you spend on yearly and quarterly prep? That's a great question. So the yearly prep takes a little bit longer. I tend to try and sit down for a few hours at a time in order to, what I really love to do is have a day to myself. Doesn't always happen, but I really love to have a day to myself to really just take my time with it, to think through everything. We actually this year have a live workshop for you in order to do that together as a group. We're calling it the Plan Your Year Live event, and we will walk through the yearly prep with a few extra things added in. And that's one of the things you can purchase with your planner this year. Could you guys hear that? I'm really sorry. Someone's honking outside, and then my dog freaked out. Anyway, I would say the yearly prep takes well, it depends on how much time you want to spend on it, but I think you could do it anywhere from an hour to, going slow and taking 3 or 4 hours to do it with, some breaks in between. Quarterly prep is pretty fast once you have the yearly prep done. Maybe 30 minutes to 40 minutes total, but going through those steps throughout your entire year really helps you walk into the new season and even the new month with clarity on what's most important, what you can say yes to, what you can release for that season, and really being able to make those important things happen, because that's what we want, right? We want to be able to spend our time focused on the things that actually matter most to us, instead of drowning in our to-do list, just trying to check the next thing off. That's not how we want to live. We want to really be able to enjoy our lives and make sure that those important things have space in our planners and our actual schedules. So that is what we really have tried to do with the process of all of this prep work scattered throughout the planner. Emily, great question. Do you do yearly, quarterly planning with your husband? No, I don't. You totally could. If you have a husband who likes that sort of thing, 100%. I think that'd be a wonderful thing to go through together. My husband is not a planner. I mean, we are polar opposites. Okay. So, having him like sit down with me with a planner out, it's not something that I would ever put him through because it's just not his personality. But we do go out to dinner like at the end of the year and talk about, okay, what went really well this year? What didn't go well? He likes to dream and he likes to talk about this sort of thing. So I would not sit down with him with my planner, but I would have those conversations with him together. So we kind of do it that way, if that makes sense. Oh, Rosemary, great question. Do you do all 4 quarterly preps at the beginning of the year? No, they are to go in your planner. Like the quarterly prep for spring goes right before March. So you would do it at the end of February. The quarterly prep for summer, you would do right at the end of May, leading into that next season. You could also do it if you're a business owner and you really like live in quarters instead of seasons. You can put it, because it's printable, you can move it around and put it wherever you want it to be in your planner. Okay. I think I'm gonna make sure that I got all the questions so far. Okay. All right. I see someone has a question about level 3. I will answer that at the end because that only applies to some people. All right. Let's look at the weekly layouts. So every weekly layout comes with a look ahead page at the beginning and a look back page at the end of the week. All right. So the look ahead page gives you, this is kind of what I use on a Sunday night or Sunday afternoon to plan out my week ahead and just think through, okay, what are the meals that I'm going to make this week? There's 2 lists here, 2 checklists here. I like to divide it into my home list and my work list for the week. And then there's a little section down here that says, don't forget. So just a really good kind of way to look at your week ahead and plan that as an overview. Before you jump right in. All right. At the end of the week, then we also have this look back page where you can reflect on the week that has just happened. You'll notice this is a theme throughout our planner. We take that time to stop and reflect. It asks you what went well, what was a challenge, and what do you want to change for next week? And then a place to write down your best memory of the week, and then any notes that you might have, grocery list, whatever it's going to be for the week ahead. All right. So we have 13 different planner layouts. Now, when you purchase the planner, you get access to all of those layouts. You also get access to something new we're doing this year, which is our planner setup workshop. So towards the end, I think it's October 29th. Allison, correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's okay. She says yes. On October 29th, we're going to get together on Zoom, kind of like this, and we'll walk through setting up the planner, choosing which layout works for you, talking more about how to print it, how to bind it, that sort of thing. So that we're also going to talk about color coding and different ways to use the planner to make sure that you have all the tools that you need with the planner set up, ready to plan for the year ahead. So that's not the time to go through the prep work, but it's the time that we're going to be like actually setting up our physical planner in our hands. So that's included in your planner purchase. But so we'll go through the layouts a lot more in detail then, but I will show you an overview of the layouts today. All right. And also all of these are on the sales page if you want to take a closer look. So our very first and original layout is our classic weekly. Now this one, you can see I have written in it. Every one of our layouts starts with space for our prayers and priorities. Now I will also say, as we dive into these, our monthly calendars are dated, but our weekly and daily layouts are undated. This is on purpose so that you can buy the whole planner one time if you want. And then from then on, all you have to buy are the update packs instead of buying a brand new planner every year. They are also undated so that you can switch out your layouts as needed. If you want to change from one layout to the next in the middle of the month, you totally can without wasting any pages that you've printed off. So we have designed them on purpose for customization and flexibility. So weekly and daily layouts are undated. Monthly calendars are dated so that it's super easy for you to just flip to the monthly calendar and date your week. So like I said, every layout includes a section for prayers for the week and priorities for the week. Most of our, all of our weeklies, no, not all of them, most of our weeklies include this daily habit tracker as well, where you can fill out the habits that you're trying to keep track of each day and check them off as they're done. Then the classic weekly gives you half a page. I'm going to turn to one of the ones that I didn't write on just so it's a little bit easier to see, but it gives you half a page per day. So you write your schedule here, your task list here, and then over in the corner, we have a space for meals, for taking care of your body and your home, and then a space for notes. So every day gets half a page. So that layout ends up being 2 full spreads, 4 pages in total. Next, we have our new, relatively new, this was new in May, our weekly time block layout, where you have the entire week across 2 pages. I'm going to try and get out of the way so you can see it a little bit better. And then each day is blocked into 3 sections of time, space for meals at the bottom, prayers and priorities down the side. Then we have one of my favorites, which is our weekly productivity, layout. So across the top, we have our habits every day to check off. This space right here is for your schedule and then your task list underneath. Again, you'll see the prayers and priorities down the side and the meals across the bottom. You'll also notice throughout the planner that each day, each month, and each quarter has its own specific color. So like Mondays are always this navy color, Tuesdays are always teal, so that no matter what layout you choose, you'll be able to see, you'll have that visual recognition of what day it is, which is kind of nice. Just that consistency throughout. All right, this is our newest layout, our weekly split. I'm going to kind of try and zoom in on it for you. But again, prayers and priorities at the top, your task list for the week here. And then we call it the split because each day is split into 2 sections. This section on the left is just lined, but the section on the right has a checklist built into it. And there you go. That's for the entire week. These right now are all of our weekly layouts, but now I'll show you a few of our dailies before we get into our bullet journal layout. So this is our classic daily. You'll see prayers and priorities at the top. Dailies are great for the person who needs a fresh piece of paper every single day to plan their day. A lot of times what I do, since these are printable, is I have my weekly layouts built right into the planner. You know, my planner is full of weekly layouts, but then I create a second little notebook of just the undated dailies. So on the off days where I really need a whole piece of paper to plan out my day, I just pull out my daily notebook and I use that for those instead of filling my planner with all dailies. All right, so you have a spot for meals, your schedule, your top 3 tasks, and then the rest of your tasks for the day, along with notes space down below. You'll see at the top of our dailies, you can circle the day that it is, Monday through Sunday, and then write the date as well. Then we've got our daily time block, which can also be used, it can either be used for time block planning or for category planning. All right, so it's very similar to what we just saw, except instead of the schedule and the task list, you have 4 categories or 4 blocks of time to plan within. So you can organize your day at like, you know, morning, before lunch, before dinner, after dinner, or you can do like home, work, errands, people to call. Totally up to you. Very flexible. You can use it the way that you want to. And you can see the top of each section is blank. So you can fill out either the time block or the category. Really up to you the way you want to use it. Then we have our last daily layout, which is a little bit different because it includes your schedule down here, but your habits are built into the top. We call them essentials. You can fill in up to 9 habits for the day that you want to track. Because it's essentials, you could also say that these are like your most important tasks. You can use it the way that you would like to use it. And then down the side, we have home tasks and personal tasks, and then also a little spot down here for dinner. So if you prefer to separate your task list into 2 categories like I do, that's an ideal daily plan for you. All right, now we've got our bullet journals. First, our single page bullet journal where your schedule is down the side. Then you have a task list here, your top 3 most important, and then your meals right here at the top. All right. On the next page of your bullet journal, you have, again, the prayers and priorities you're going to see on every single layout, our daily habits, and then down here we have a different categories. We call this our single page bullet journal with categories. We also have a version of it that is just open. Looks like this. And instead of those categories, you just have a large notes space. So either one, if you're a bullet journaler, you can mix it up. You can use the categories to plan like we talked about in the daily time block, or you can use the note space. We also have a 2-page bullet journal that spreads your daily or your weekly schedule across 2 pages. Prayers and priorities right here. You have the daily habit tracker here and a space to write down notes or Bible verse or words to remember. And then on this side, we have a two task lists, very similar to that daily breakdown where you have your home tasks and your personal tasks. I always use personal tasks for work. And then we also have a version of that where it has the categories as well. All right, so task list or categories. The last 2 layouts, I don't need to show you. They are a combination of the bullet journal and the daily. So sometimes people want the bullet journal as the kind of their look ahead space, and then they want that full overview of the week, followed up by daily planning pages. So we have already created that for you, combine the 2 layouts into one if you prefer to use that. And then it just includes each version of our dailies. At the very end of the planner, I gotta take a drink. This is the most I've talked all day. Sorry. Okay. At the end of the planner, we have our extras pages. So the extras include all sorts of things. I won't show you every single one, but you can see all of them on the sales page. Things like a gratitude log, a 1-line-a-day log. We have TBR lists and lists for books that you've already read. Daily habit trackers. This is one of my favorite pages. I think it's just so pretty. Daily habit trackers, monthly habit trackers. All sorts of things, and then a lot of notes space. I think there's like 20 different lists in the back for, and maybe it's more like 15. Home projects, other projects, all sorts of things to help you customize your planner and keep all of those lists that you make on scrap paper or Post-it notes or whatever in one single place inside the planner. Okay. All right. If you have any questions about the layouts or the monthly prep, drop them in the chat now. Before I answer questions, I do just want to talk you through what the prices are and what's included for this week's launch. If you're new to the S.O.S planner or to Anchored Women, welcome. We always celebrate launch week with extra bonuses thrown into the planner and a special launch price that is discounted. So this week, planners, the regular price for the planner is $39, but this week in the launch, only during the launch week, you can get it for $29 all by itself, or you can get it in a bundle with the Plan Your Year Live event for $49. Typically, the Plan Your Year Live event is the tickets to that are going to be $47, but when you purchase the bundle, it makes your ticket just $20. Included in both the planner by itself and the bundle are 4 bonuses, which total over $100 in bonuses. So our first bonus is that planner setup workshop where we will walk you through printing out the planner, binding the planner, choosing the layout that works for you. All right, that's happening on October 29th, and you will get lifetime access to the replay if you can't make it live. Next, we include all of our covers, our brand new covers, which I didn't even show you yet, our brand new covers. And I think there's like at least 20 vintage covers. So this is one of our new covers, the muted stripe. We also have the hexagons, and we have a brighter stripe right here. We'll talk about binding in a second and why all of my covers are by themselves. This is one of our vintage color covers with the floral. We also have our classic Anchors cover, which is one of my favorites. But man, I am loving all the color this year. It makes me so happy. All right, so the planner setup workshop, all of our covers, including our 3 new ones, 1 free month of the Anchored Life Club for new members, and this is a good one. If you are like, I really want to start using the planner, but it doesn't start until January because this planner is dated January through December of 2023. When you purchase during launch week, we're including a booster pack, which is October through December of 2022. So you can start printing it out, using it right away without having to wait until January. All right. Those are the most important things. We will talk about binding, and I can even walk you through the planner inside of Teachable. I can share my screen with you, but first I want to make sure I've gotten to your questions. All right. I see. Let's see. Okay, how many pages will this be if you print it out as a full year of a planner? It really depends on the layout that you choose. So if you choose a weekly layout, it's going to obviously be less than a daily layout. I will show you, this is a full year printed out twice for me, because I have I have weekly layouts in this, but then I have 2 sets of monthly calendars in this because I have combined my business stuff and my personal stuff into one planner. So these are just regular size discs and it fits in there just fine. If you want, but I don't have dailies in here. I do not. So if you wanted to print out a daily planner, it's going to be more pages, a lot more pages, because you have 1 page per day plus all the prep work. They do sell larger discs, so you can get an expander, like expander discs. I'll show you. See the difference between the 2 sizes? A daily printed out will fit into the expanded discs. I think they call them expander discs. And those are probably 2 inches, whereas my regular discs are closer to 1 inch. So it really depends on the layout that you choose. What a lot of us like to do is print out your yearly, quarterly, and monthly prep all in your planner. And then at each month, as each month comes, you print out the layout that you want. Because it's going to change up from season to season. But having all of your monthly calendars bound at first is going to give you the ability to do that long-term planning. When stuff comes up on your calendar, when you want to plan ahead for the end of the year, that sort of thing. So I always have a full year of monthly calendars in my planner. And then I often will add weeklies as I go, because I change up my layout fairly often. But again, this is a full year plus my business planner in the same one, and it fits just fine. All right, is the planner designed to be used digitally? It is mainly designed to be printed out and bound a variety of ways. You can bind it with the disc bound system. You can bind it using a spiral bound notebook. You can take it to an office supply store and bind it that way. You can even put it in a 3-ring binder and print it full size and put it in the binder. If you want to use it digitally, you absolutely can. If you use an app that's like GoodNotes. GoodNotes is a great app. A lot of our planners use the planner digitally through GoodNotes, where you upload the PDFs to GoodNotes and then you can write on it. You can add bookmarks, stickers, pictures, anything you want. And so it can absolutely be used that way if that is what you want to, if that's the way that you want to use it, 100%. Okay, April says, it looks like you have it in a disc bound planner. Is it sized for happy planners? So you can size it for happy planners. It comes in a standard size right here. Like this is 8.5 by 11, right? But we have printing instructions for 3 different sizes. We have printing instructions for full size. We have printing instructions for what we call our mid-size, which is the same size as a classic happy planner, like this. This one has the big giant discs. This is the happy planner cover, and our planner is inside. It's the same size as this guy. So we have instructions for how to print it mid-size, and then we also have instructions on how to print it half size if you want to go even smaller. So all of those instructions are included in your purchase. And when you purchase the planner, you can also join our free community, and we are there to help you troubleshoot. And everybody's printer is always different, but we are there to answer as many questions about that as we can. But our printing instructions are super detailed inside of the planner as well. Are the printing directions for the mid-size the same from previous years? Only from, I think we changed those up the last year. Like I said, everybody's printer is a little bit different, but we will also go through all of that in our planner setup workshop. I'll show you my paper cutters and how I have marked on there exactly where to cut, because the mid-size it's my favorite size. So I always print mid-size and then trim my pages down for that one. Are the new layouts included in the S.O.S planner that was purchased like last year? Okay, so the new layout for this year is our weekly split layout. So if you have purchased the planner before and you don't care about the new design, you like the planner that you have, awesome. All you need to buy to update your planner for 2023 is the update pack. And that again is the way that the planner is set up. So you don't have to purchase a new planner each year. You just have to purchase the update pack if you want to. So what's in the update pack this year? Our update pack is $12. It includes all of the monthly planner, all of the monthly calendars and prep work. which would include that home and heart page, the meal planning page, and the monthly goals and focus page. And then it also includes the new weekly split layout and the 3 new covers. So it is truly just the new additions to the planner, not the whole planner in the new design, right? But the new things that we've added to the planner this year, plus the dated monthly calendars for the entire year. Are all included in the update pack. So if you like the planner that you already have and you just want to add those to it, that's the perfect purchase for you. You can also get the update pack bundled with the Plan Your Year Live event for, and that still keeps that price of the Plan Your Year Live event down to $20 instead of the regular $47 when you purchase it in the bundle. So the update pack by itself is $12. The update pack bundle is $32, which includes that Plan Your Year Live event. Okay, Emily asks, can you edit and type into it before printing? Not on its own, because we have tried that before and it does not work great. If you care about colors and fonts matching. So we don't build that in anymore because everybody's computer is different and it was a little bit of a customer service nightmare. So there are different things that there are different programs that you can use to edit a PDF. PDF Filler is one of them. GoodNotes, again, is another one. You can fill things in on your own using your own handwriting or fonts that are on your computer very easily. I am happy to share the fonts that we use in here if you want to download them yourself. Our regular one is just a Google font and it's free, easy to download if you want it to match. All right, April asks, are there any budget pages? You guys have good questions. All right, there are no budget pages built into the main planner. However, when you purchase the planner after checkout, you get an option to add on our printable vaults. Our printable vault is a collection of it's hundreds of printables, all designed to coordinate with the planner. And we have an entire section in there that is for finances. So there's budgeting pages, there's debt payoff tracker, all sorts of different things inside that printable vault that you are welcome to add on to the planner. It is, the vault is really designed to help you customize your planner to your heart's content. I mean, we have fitness pages in there, health and wellness, medical pages, medical printables, financial, like we talked about, holiday planning, all sorts of different things, all built into the printable vault that you can use to add on to your planner if you so choose. All right. Do current club members get a month added onto their current membership? No, we don't have a way to do that. Our program doesn't work like that. So the bonus of the free month for our Anchored Life Club is only for new members. Okay. I've already purchased the planner. Yay! Where can I find the covers to print? The covers are all the way down at the bottom. All the way down at the bottom. I'll show you on Teachable once I answer the questions. And I can share my screen with you and show you exactly where to find them. Does this print well in an A5 size? Yes, we have instructions on how to print in the A5, which is that half size. If you disc bind, do you have a link to the binding punch? We do. We have a few different things in our Amazon shop that we've collected for you, just to help you get started with anything that you want, really. So the link to that, I'll type it in, HTTPS. It is anchoredwomen.com/planner stuff. Oops, I did that to just one person. I'm sorry. I'll send that to everybody. Here we go. All right, that's our Amazon shop. It has the binding punch. It has all of our favorite discs and things like that. I will, and it has our favorite paper, all that kind of stuff. I'll show you real quick. Let's see. I just want to make sure I don't lose my spot in your questions. Okay. So like I said, you can bind the planner using disc binding. This is my favorite method, although I really like spiral binding too. Disc binding, you buy the discs, you can buy a hardcover, or you can print off one of our covers. This is just a cover that I made like on PicMonkey with my family's pictures on it, but you can print out the covers that we have created for you, laminate them, punch them as well, and slide them right in. One thing that I like to do is use, when you purchase the planner, you get a front cover and a back cover. A lot of times I'll use the back covers as divider pages throughout my planner. So that like even the divider pages are branded and they match everything. So I really like that. So you can do that with the disc binding, or you can keep it super simple and put it in a 3-ring binder, just hole punch it. Or you can, like I've done here, you can take it to an office supply store. I have a binding machine at my house because I am a total nerd and also a homeschooling mom, and binding stuff makes me so happy. I don't suggest that for everybody, but we bind a lot of stuff at our house. So I have one at home, but you can take it to Staples or Office Max or wherever and get it bound for around $4. It's very cheap. And they do a really good job. And a lot of times you get to pick the color of the coil that you want to have. So that's kind of fun. What was I going to say? Oh, someone asked about the binding punch for disc binding. This is the one I like. It is heavy duty, but I can punch a lot of papers at once, and I really love that. So this is in our Amazon shop at the link that I shared, that anchored-women.com/planner stuff. Okay. Gloria, is the digital included for GoodNotes? So what you would do for GoodNotes is just upload the PDFs as they are, and you can write in them on GoodNotes. Like just like any other PDF. We don't have a like digital specific PDF because everything is digital because it's just all printable and ready for you in a PDF format. What weight paper do you suggest? Erica, you're my kind of girl. I love a good paper conversation. I suggest either 28 or 32-pound paper, depending on the brand. I really like 28-pound Hammermill. 32-pound of the HP paper is also really good. It really depends on the brand that you get, but Hammermill tends to be the most affordable, like higher quality paper option that I have found. Question, if we purchase the Plan Your Year live event and can't attend, will we be able to access a taping? Oh, yes. Absolutely. We are recording that thing. You'll have lifetime access to it. 100%. Yes. Okay. Stacy says, I can't find October through December for 2022. It's down at the very bottom in your bonus area. That booster pack, a few extra things too are included down at the bottom as part of your bonuses. So you want to look there. Brenda asked about the club. I think you're talking about our Anchored Life Club. That is separate from our planner. But what the price is annually, it's $240 a year, or it's $24 a month. If you do annually, you save 2 months, you get 2 months for free. The club is kind of our favorite place on the internet. It's like the plans and community to go along with your planner. So if you aren't a member yet, you do get to try it out for a month as a bonus inside the planner. You get 3 things in the club. You get monthly resources, you get coaching calls, and you get our community. Our monthly resources include a Bible study, meal plans, a master checklist. The coaching calls, we focus on one zone of your home and life each month. We have 6 different zones we cycle through twice a year. We do a coaching call on those. We just had a Get It Done Day on Saturday, which was super fun. We all came with our projects and we held each other accountable and got to work, and we got so much done. Everybody's before and after pictures are really fun. So if the club is something that you're interested in, right now it's closed to the public, but if you purchase the planner, you get to try it out for free for a month. And that's the only way to get in right now. We won't open doors again until after Christmas. All right. Candy, you said today in the Amazon shop, most items were no longer available. I'm guessing that you checked it before I went in and fixed all of that today. You're totally right. I went to look at it today and I was like, oh, half of these things, whoever was selling them initially isn't selling them anymore. So I replaced a lot of that. Every single thing in the shop now should be available and ready. Okay, Kristen, you have a binding system too. I love it. Tiffany, is there a bundle with the kids planners? Not right now. We don't have our bundle right now includes the planner and the Plan Your Year live event. But if you're interested in getting the kids planners as well, you can email us and we can talk about putting a bundle together for you. That's fine. Okay, Deborah says the HP paper is the best. I love it. I like 28-pound paper too. I'm a paper snob. Yes, we are all paper people. I love that. Ramona said, love the club. We do a lot of planning that coordinates with some of the pages in the planner. We do monthly planning sessions where we sit down and plan out our month together, that sort of thing. Okay, someone had asked about, we do have some people in the, without going into the history of the Life Club, some people do have our quarterly planning sessions, and someone asked if that was the same thing as the Plan Your Year event. It's not. The Plan Your Year live event is totally separate. The quarterly planning sessions that we have offered are for winter, spring, summer, and fall. So they're just planning the quarters. The Plan Your Year live event would be something that is a separate purchase. If you're going to jump into our Plan Your Year live event, do it during launch week because it's the cheapest that the tickets are going to go for. They won't be less than $20 in the future. Okay. I'm going to take a minute. I think that was all the questions. I'm going to take a minute to share my screen and walk you through the inside of Teachable, where you download your planner and put it together. What I want to let you know is that each section is self-contained, and we changed this up a few years ago to make it super easy for you to print. So when you go in, you can print out, like you can download and print out your weekly prep, and then literally just slide your weekly prep into the planner. You don't have to worry about what page to start printing on, what page to stop printing on. That's not as big of a concern at the beginning of the year when you're printing out your planner and putting it together. But in June or July, you don't want to have to figure out like, okay, where do I start printing? Where do I stop printing? Instead, everything is self-contained. So each month is its own self-contained download. You download it, you print it out, you slide it in. Quarterly prep is the same way. You download it, you print it out, you slide it in. Weekly layouts are the same. All the extra pages are the same. So it's very simple. Each section is its own self-contained section, and you don't have to worry about like, starting printing on the wrong page or, printing front to back the wrong way. So you'll see there are a lot of downloads when I show you the inside of Teachable, but that's because you can download each thing individually, slide it right in exactly where it goes. And that ends up being a lot less confusing than printing the whole planner in one file. So let me share my screen. All right, can you guys see this? I can actually only see Allison. So Allison, tell me if you can see it or not. Okay, good. Perfect. And then I'm going to try and see the chat as well. All right. So inside the course curriculum, you'll see there's a start here page. We have a welcome, just an overview, an invitation to our community group. please join our community group if you join or if you purchase the planner. It is a great place to get support, to ask questions, to get your questions answered, to find encouragement with other women that are using the planner and just a part of our community. It's just a great place for support. It is not on Facebook. It is in our own private community group on Mighty Networks. We have a video of how to use this planner. We have printing and binding instructions, super detailed for you, and then our favorite planner accessories. This is all of the information for that live workshop that you get access to. This is not the Plan Your Live event. This is the planner setup workshop. The planner setup workshop is for everybody who buys the planner. You can come live, or you can see we already have a place for the replay to be posted as soon as we're done. All right, then let's look at our yearly prep. So you can see each section is separated out here. All right. One thing I didn't mention is that you can use you can download our planner in 2 different color styles. You can download the colorful version and print that out, or you can print out the black and white version. Both of them are included here. You can see the colorful version. You can kind of scroll through. This is the very beginning of the planner. Our reflect and refresh pages. Everything's meant to be printed 2-sided, double-sided. You don't have to, but you can. You just click right here to download it and then print it off. And then you also have the black and white version where you can see everything is in black and white as well. All right, over here we have our quarterly prep. We'll start with our winter. You can see, you have the whole thing here for you to download and then slide right into your planner wherever you want it to be. Same for spring, summer, and fall. Inside section 3A, we have 2 sections for the monthly calendars. We just put all of the colorful ones together and then all the black and white ones together so that you don't have to click into each one. You can just like obviously say, okay, I need April in color. I'm going to download it here. So we have all of the monthly calendars together. If you don't want to go in and download every single one with all the monthly prep, we got you covered. It's all here. You can see the January, all the January prep, and then it leads right into February. All right, so you can print that out, slide each one in exactly where it goes. Again, download it here at the bottom. If you want to print them out individually, you'll find them all here as well. Same for the black and whites. And then we have the undated weekly and daily layouts. You can see the long list of layouts that we have here. If that is overwhelming to you, I highly suggest that you take our planner quiz. It helps you kind of figure out exactly what layout might be great for you to start with. Or you can just, like a lot of people have printed out 1 week at a time of each layout and tried all of the different layouts for the first 2 months of using the planner, which is kind of a fun way to go about it too. So you'll see everything starts with our look ahead page. You have the weekly layout inside and then the look back page at the end. You print off as many weeks as you want. After you download it, it's the same for the black and white version. Same thing, just in black and white. So you have all the different layouts here you can choose from. Here we have the additional pages. This will be a good place for me to show you those if my computer will work. Maybe not. And we've stopped loading. Man, I have had such issues with my computer tonight, you guys. I'm really sorry. Okay, well, you can find the additional pages here and the notes pages. For the cover options, we give you our hardcover recommendations. You can also find those inside of the Amazon shop. And then, yeah, Teachable is frozen. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do about that. Are you able to see me scroll down the side? Yeah, okay, great. All right, so all the different covers here. These are our 3 new ones right there at the top. And then this is the section I was talking about for you guys, the bonuses. There's actually more bonuses included even than what we list on the sales page. but you'll see all of that stuff here. So your 1-page monthly calendars, if you want to switch those out, they're down there. We have also included our time blocking workbook for you if you want to learn how to time block. Our October through December 2022 booster pack. And oh, that's probably why Teachable's not working, because it's down for maintenance. Yeah. Okay. Well, it looks like maintenance has started, you guys. I'm really sorry about that. So like we said at the very beginning, Teachable said, oh, we're going to be down for half an hour. So I'm sorry about that. Try again in half an hour and everything should be back to normal. Of course, you know, we planned this call at exactly the right time for the maintenance to happen. Anyway, over here on the side, you can see, the new members can have a first month free of the Anchored Life Club. Again, that's closed to everybody else right now. This is the only way that you can get into the club at the moment. Training on which layout is right for you. That would be a great video to watch. And then how to merge layouts to create your perfect planner. If you're interested in kind of what people call Franken planning, putting different layouts together to create your perfect planner, we have instructions for you on how to do that. Okay, which layout was up now? The weekly, yeah, that was the new weekly split layout. Yes. Ramona. Rachel, I'm sorry that the website is down. It's just really good timing, you guys. I don't know what else to tell you. But yes, Allison shared the link. Save the link if you want to purchase it tonight. Teachable should be back up within the next half an hour. You can didn't have maintenance in your planner. It's true. I know. I literally, they literally like gave us a heads up. I think it was yesterday. And I was like, well, already planned my call for everybody to come to. So, oh, well, yes, the planner quiz is just anchored-women.com/quiz. There you go. Okay. I think I answered all the questions. Does anybody else have any questions, or is there anything that you want to see? You know what I did bring? I brought some of my favorite accessories just to show you. And all of these are in our planner shop. These are my very favorite highlighters. They're magical. They're called Zebra Mild Liners. They are fantastic. They have a thicker highlighter on one end, and then the other end is really thin. I really love them. They work well in your Bible. They don't bleed through. They're fantastic. I found these new highlighter pens today. They're called dot pens. I don't think I have one out, but okay, I'm going to be weird and I'm going to show you the tip of the pen. Can you see it? It's in like a dot, like a circle. So you can make checklists with the dot pen and they're perfect circles. I mean, I totally geeked out over this, you guys. It's so fun. I love them. So those are new, they're new to me. They're new to me. Actually, I don't even think I have these in the planner shop yet, because they are like, I literally just got them in the mail today after I saw them. So I'll put those in there too. I really love Inkwell Press for dividers. Their blue, even their blue colors match a lot of the colors in our planner, which is really fun. These are like plastic dividers. I always say if you're going to get started with the disc bound system, one of the best ways to do it is to buy a really cheap Happy Planner from like Walmart. Sometimes you can get them for like $10 at Walmart, and it comes already bound with the discs, with a cover, with dividers. And then you just take out the weekly planning pages and put in the SOS planner pages. But for $10 to get discs, a cover already ready, and the dividers, that's a pretty good deal. So if you're new to disc binding and you want to go that route, that might be a really easy way to start. Oh, what are the dot pens? What's the name? They are called Zig Clean Color Dot. Zig, Z-I-G. They have a few different like packs. I bought 2 of them. Ooh, Erica says they're on clearance right now. They were not on clearance when I bought them. That makes me sad. Maybe I'll just have to, the Happy Planner. Okay, yes. Happy Planners from 2022 are likely on clearance right now. Good point. I was like, man, I paid a lot for those dot pens. Now I'm sad. I also really like these stick-on divider tabs from Erin Condren. She has different ones too that are just blank. I like to use those. I also purchased like let's see if I have it here. Now, again, none of these things are necessary. You can put it in a 3-ring binder with regular dividers and be good to go. But I also have like a tab punch that is like it's like a hole punch, but it punches it out in the shape of a tab and you can stick it on your planner as well. Okay, I see a couple more questions. Remember stamp markers from when we were kids? Yes, that's what it reminded me of, except it's like a perfect, it's a perfect circle. It's gorgeous. Arwen said, I never knew I needed a gray highlighter until I met Mildliners. I know, I love them. I just love them. Amy said, will it be available in 30 minutes or so for purchase? Yeah, it should be. They said that they were going to be working on it from 9 o'clock to 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. So for the next like 25 minutes, they should be done after that. And again, we're giving you early access. Launch week doesn't technically start until tomorrow, and it goes through October 17th. So from tomorrow, Tuesday morning, all the way through next Monday, you have access to all of these launch prices, all of the bonuses. There's no rush to do it tonight, but we just wanted to give you an extra, small gift as a way of saying, hey, thanks for joining us tonight. It's really fun to see all of your faces and know that you're as excited about the planner as we are. Someone said, I'm excited to get this printed and use it. Me too. I have my sample one printed, but tomorrow I'm going to print like my actual one and put it together. Will the chat be included in the replay? No, we don't include the chat in the replay, just the pictures. Just the video. Sorry. But yes, you can click the 3 dots to the left on the bottom in the chat and save it yourself. We don't post chat with everybody's name on it for privacy reasons. Ramona said the planner is really beautiful. You did a nice job designing it. Thank you. Thank you. I think, I really do. I love the new colors. I just they make me happy, like I told you, but I am the most proud of the through line in the prep work from the beginning of the year all the way through to the end of the year, from big picture down to small details, how it helps you break everything down into action steps. And so you can actually make progress moving forward instead of, setting your goals at the beginning of the year and then totally forgetting about it. So Ravon says, absolutely love the 13 different layouts. I'm special, so I need to change things up every so often. Me too. That's why I created all the different layouts in one purchase, because honestly, I am the person who would buy the planner at the beginning of the year and then 3 months into the year feel like this planner just does not fit my life anymore. I need a new planner. And I cannot even tell you how much I have spent on planners over the year. It is embarrassing, especially because I used to review planners as a part of my job blogging, and I would buy them all myself. And my poor husband was like, how many planners do we need? Anyway, creating this one planner with all the different layouts. And each year we try and come up with some new different layouts to add in, has really saved our planner budget, quite honestly. And instead of throwing a half-used planner away, I just switch up the layout and keep on going, which is wonderful. Okay. Lots more comments. I love the ideal section. Me too. That's a brand new addition this year, and I'm really excited about it. Okay, one more thing. What is the link to the printer you recommend? I think you're talking about if you send it out to be printed, right? We don't recommend sending the planner to Office Max or Staples or wherever to be printed if you're going to print in color, because they charge you a ridiculous amount of money to print in color. We suggest going to a friend's house. If you don't have a printer, going to a friend's house or going to the library. They are often far more affordable than an office supply store. Or you can send it out to the company that our customers have used for years, which is called bestvaluecopy.com. And they often have the most affordable price for color printing, and they ship it right to your door, which is kind of cool. Okay, Misty said, I like to print and spiral bind the monthly and weekly pages and then have the daily pages separate so I can grab one on crazy days. Yes, that's what I do too. I put it in a clipboard to use for the day and place it next to my planner. It keeps my planner from being too thick and wasting paper printing all the daily pages when it's not always needed. I do the same thing. And the last few months, I just bound all the monthly calendars and the monthly prep work, and then literally like it's just a bunch of notes pages. Plus I have a few like business things in the back, but I literally just like put together my own bullet journal where it's just the monthly calendars and then blank notes pages, because I just needed space to write stuff out. And that has been one of my favorite things. Okay, where do you purchase Happy Planners if you want to use it as a starter kit? It says $16.99 and higher on happyplanner.com. I would buy them on Amazon, or honestly, Walmart has had the cheapest prices on Happy Planners that I've ever seen. Yay, love this planner. Excited for the new edition and colors. I'm so happy, you guys. I'm glad. I was a little nervous because before our planner was very it was very muted, right? Like we just had the blue, navy blue, and a pink. And now we have all of our brand colors in the planner, and I didn't know how everyone would respond to it, but all of our feedback so far has been really, really positive, and I'm so glad. It makes me happy to look at, so I'm glad it makes you happy too. I use the weekly layouts, but sometimes on the weekends when I have a busy day, I pull out a daily page. Yep. And that guys, that is the beauty of having all the different layouts available to you, is you can use them however you want. You can also put together a planner for your kids with a layout that works well for them. You know, once you make the purchase, the planners are yours to use for your personal family. So, you can put together different things based on all of the printables that are included in there. Ramona said Joann's and other craft stores have them too. I think you're talking about Happy Planners. That is true. They do. And often they have like a 40% off discount or a coupon that you can use to buy them too. Can you buy the update pack with the link? Okay, so I'll show you real quick. When you go to the link, the page is going to look like this. And right here, it says, just need the update pack this year. Click here. You're going to click on that, and it will take you to the update pack page, which shows you exactly what's in the update pack, the new covers, all the new monthly calendars, and prep work is included as well. And then the new weekly split layout, but then you have the Plan Your Year Live workshop. And down here, you can choose which one to get, just the update pack or the update pack in the bundle. So you have that option as well. But you just want to click right here, this little link, if you just need the update pack. Okay, if you get the Happy Planner, do you have to cut each page to fit, or do they sell paper that size? You do have to trim it for each page to fit. I like to sit down with an episode of Friends. Don't judge me. It's my comfort show. And honestly, I can get the whole planner trimmed in less than 20 minutes. So you do print it out first. You print it at 80%. All the instructions are in there, and then you trim off a little more than an inch on each side. Okay, Arwen, it said, I love your layouts and planner parts, but I'm still on the lookout for a decently pretty cute 2-page per day planner. Ooh, so even more detailed than a 1-page per day. That's what you're saying? All right. Let me know what you're looking for. Maybe we can throw it in for the spring launch next year. I'd love to hear more about that because I'm always looking for new layouts to include, or I'm always trying to think about new layouts to include for the next update pack. Okay, I think that's all the questions. I'll wait here for just a couple more minutes to see if anybody else has any questions. But if you are happy with all the information and you are good to go, thank you so much for coming. I'm so glad you guys are here. It makes us excited that you're excited about the planner too. It would absolutely bless us if you are excited about the planner and you love to use it, if you would share on social media. I never ask for that sort of thing, but I'm having to accept the fact that it actually does really help us. So if you would share on social media, tag us so that we can reshare it to our audience, that would be really helpful for us. Instagram, Facebook, that sort of thing. Feel free after tomorrow to share the sales page link with anybody. Launch week prices are the cheapest prices that the planner will ever be. So getting it during this week is always the best deal. Kiana said, looking forward to buying it once maintenance is done. Thank you. I'm so glad. I'm really sorry about the timing, you guys. I had no idea until after we already scheduled this. So, Gloria, you have been such a cheerleader. I so appreciate it. Thank you for saying that. She said it's the best planner. And Ramona said, thanks, Casey and Allison, for all of your hard work on this. Yes, Allison has done so much, and I could not have done this without her or Stephanie. Our team is just like the best. I love them. Thank you for explaining everything. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. And please know, if you have other questions, if you don't want to ask here, if you want to email us, the customer service email is hello@anchored-women.com. I'm going to go to bed early tonight because tomorrow is a big day launching planners to everybody. But tomorrow I will be in the inbox almost all day, ready to answer any questions that you have. And we're happy to help you. We are happy to help you figure out how to print the planner, how to bind the planner, what layout is right for you. We want you to have the support that you need so that this is a tool that you actually put to use and is a blessing to you in your daily life instead of the regular planner that sits on your counter and never gets used. We want to help you put it to use. So feel free to ask us questions. Feel free to reach out. We're really here to help you. Okay. Amy said, I need to sit down and get my planner organized. Yay, so fun. I'm excited. I'm going to print mine own off tomorrow. But I haven't even decided what layout I want to use yet. Okay, if you are still here, I would love to hear what layout you're going to start with. If you already have the planner and you already know what layout you're starting with, I would love to hear that. Okay, Susan said, where is a place to test and see what planner is best for you? The quiz is, I'm going to send it again. The quiz is anchored-women.com/quiz. And when you take the quiz, it helps you kind of navigate like which layout to start with, but also you get planner samples sent to your inbox. So you'll be able to look at all the different layouts and try them out. It says the word sample across the page because they're just samples, but you'll be able to look at them. Okay. The new weekly split you're starting with. Yay. I love that one. The daily breakdown, starting with the classic. The classic always is just like one of my favorites because it was the first one, you guys. That was the first layout when we just literally only had one layout and no prep work at all. I might need to do the try every layout and see what fits method. That's a great way to go. I love that. Still debating between a couple of layouts, the 2-page bullet journal, awesome. Weekly productivity with the pre-filled habits. I love that one too. I love the bullet journal category style, but might try some of the new ones for a week to see if I like their flow. Good. I love your flexibility, you guys. I think that is one of the most important things when it comes to planning, is just learning to be okay with switching it up and trying something new. I'm going to try each weekly layout for a week. I love it. Next 13 weeks of your life, different planner layouts. I think that's so fun. I plan to print each one and see what fits best. The weekly split layout looks great. Weekly productivity is my favorite, but I'm thinking of trying the 2-page bullet journal. Awesome. Daily breakdown or hourly, dailies for the weekends as I'm out of town for the week. Nice. I love that, Erica. That's really cool. Okay. I think that's it, you guys. Thanks so much for coming. Happy launch week. It's already here for you guys and for everybody else. We launch tomorrow morning at 5 o'clock in the morning, early morning for me. But I just want to say thank you. The helping, coming to this and being excited about the planner with us. Like, this is one of the biggest things that we do all year, and it helps us do all of the other things that we do throughout the year. So I'm grateful. My team is grateful. And we're just excited to jump into launch week. We'll have a lot of stuff going on social media and inside our community group, just to celebrate a ton of like information packed emails coming at you this week. A ton of information, not a ton of emails for me to clarify. Will I be able to print a receipt? My company will reimburse part. That's so cool. I've heard of a few people whose companies will offer to buy them planners. I think that's so awesome. You will get a receipt in your inbox that you can print out. Absolutely. Yeah. Once you purchase it, the Teachable program sends an email straight to your inbox. So, okay. All right. I will let y'all go. Have a good night. I'm going to go eat dinner and go to bed because I'm going to be up at 4 a.m. So I will see you all hopefully in the community group this week. All right. Have a good night, friends.